Have you ever wondered what matters most in life? Amid all the noise, the busyness, the countless choices, we long for clarity. What if there's an answer that cuts through everything, anchoring us with purpose and focus? That's what Jesus offers in what's often called the Greatest Commandment. Let's unpack it together. In Matthew 22:36-40, the Pharisees asked Jesus a question meant to challenge him. Teacher, which is the greatest commandment in the law? In those days, Jewish leaders counted 613 commandments, laws meant to govern every aspect of life and faith. To pick one as the greatest felt like walking into a trap. But Jesus, in his perfect wisdom, responds clearly, "Love the Lord your God with all your heart, with all your soul, and with all your mind. This is the first and greatest commandment, and the second is like it. Love your neighbor as yourself." All the law and the prophets hang on these two commandments. Mark 12:28-31 offers a similar account, where a scribe asks the very same question. Jesus again highlights love for God and love for others as the foundation of faith. Take a moment to let those words sink in. They're not just rules to follow, they're a charge for how to live. First, love God fully with every part of who you are, your thoughts, your emotions, your actions. It's a call to align your heart with His heart, to know Him intimately, to delight in His presence. It's the kind of love that transforms us, shaping every corner of our lives. But the second commandment is just as radical. Love your neighbor as yourself. This isn't about occasional acts of kindness or surface-level politeness. It's about seeing others, every other human, as valuable in the way God sees them. It's treating others' needs, struggles, and hopes as just as significant as your own. Jesus affirms that all the law and prophets hinge on these two instructions, meaning every divine order and lesson in Scripture flows out of them. Forget these, and we lose the essence of God's will. Understood rightly, they simplify everything while demanding everything. But here's the challenge. How do we live this out? This sweeping command to love God fully and love others as ourselves? Because if we're honest, loving like this isn't easy. It's not passive, it's fierce and intentional. Here's the answer. Start small, but start daily. Loving God means setting aside time to pray and read His Word no matter how packed your schedule feels. It means asking Him to guide your decisions so your life reflects His truth. And when it comes to loving your neighbor, it's walking into everyday moments with eyes wide open to others' needs. It's making space in your heart for people's messiness, offering grace when it's inconvenient. Maybe it looks like taking the time to listen deeply to a colleague who's struggling, helping that overwhelmed parent without expecting anything back, or even forgiving someone who hurt you, and doing so not out of obligation but out of a love that mirrors Christ. So ask yourself, who do you need to see through God's eyes today? Where has your love fallen short? Not because you didn't care, but because you allowed the busyness of life to crowd it out. The beauty of the greatest commandment is this. It's not about perfection, it's about pursuit. As we aim to love like this, imperfectly but earnestly, Jesus meets us in those efforts. He molds us, showing us that love isn't something we muster up. It's something we overflow in because of His love for us. Today, take a step. Love God with your whole heart. Love your neighbor with open hands, even when it costs you something. Because in the end, this kind of love, it doesn't just fulfill a commandment, it changes the world.